I remember growing up, and as a kid, I was fascinated by biology. And so I clearly remember asking my dad to buy a microscope for me, a very tiny one. And I remember I was asking my mom to give me the very tiny peels of onion. So I put it underneath and look at the structures of the onion like layers. I was fascinated by biomedical engineering field, and I really love that how we can help patients with engineering some smart biomaterials that actually can regenerate tissues, can culture the cells, and can help patient in healing the wounds. Oftentimes in the clinical settings, taking blood from some populations might be very challenging, especially like in infants or older, frail or older adults. So that also poses a challenge of understanding the immune process that happens in the body. The microneedle patch is a wearable device that is composed of hundreds of tiny projections. They are long enough that they can pass the epidermis and go to the dermis layer and absorb the interstitial fluid, but they are not too tall to reach the nerve ends and cause pain and irritation and bleeding. While I was working in the lab, I came up with the idea of engineering the hydrogel layer that coated on the top of this microneedle patch. The hydrogel is actually a network of polymers, and so they cross-link, and by cross-linking it can actually absorb liquid into itself. We engineer the structures of these hydrogels biochemically and biophysically to enhance their absorption capacity. We are looking for hydrogels that are biocompatible, are FDA approved, and does not cause any harm or toxicity to the tissues. The hydrogel we use in our project is actually coming from sea algae that is often consumed as a food product or also used in many biomedical products. There has been previous efforts by other groups to develop the microneedle patches. However, the issue with those patches were that the sampling capacity was not a lot. But this is the first in a kind that shows immune cell sampling from the human skin and actually the human subjects. JAX mission is being expanded on the translational science and more on helping patients. So I think our patch technology and being like readily available for clinical settings is very much aligned with helping patients with different autoimmune diseases, rare diseases, and also the aging and cancer, which been the focus of JAX.